Alright, so as far as Hurricane Ian goes, we didn't get a drop of rain. We got a lot of wind. 30-mile-an-hour winds. It's like for 2-3 days, but temperature's great. It's fall-like conditions. Service entrance is back over here. That's the culvert. This area over here, I've not been able to bush hog. This is mainly dog fennel. Dog fennel's just kind of a weed. Some people are allergic to it. It also gets rid of or repels bugs, mosquitoes, gnats, things like that. But it's just kind of unsightly. So what we've done is we've hired a guy to come out here, and he's doing he's got a forestry mulcher. So basically what it is, it's kind of like a paper shredder that, or a wood chipper, so to speak, on the front of a bobcat. He can go right up to the trees without harming them, and he's getting rid of all that dog fennel. It would eventually die, but then it just turns into sticks, and I don't know, people say you got to burn it out, whatever. But once he's over here, we're gonna have a little clearer view of the pond. But this is what it looked like. That's what it looks like after the forestry mulcher goes in there. So again, he's just clearing all this stuff out, making it where we can maintain it a little better. But also, once again, giving us a little better view of the pond. And we really need to see what land was like, because this really gets a little wet down here when it rains. Spinning around, this is where, again, the house is going to be, somewhere up in here. Our home entrance is up in there. But he's going to be doing 3 areas for us. One's down there where Emily's butterflies are going to be. But again, right here, this is just giving us a better view of the pond and what our land really is, because the people that originally cleared this really didn't clean it up much. They just took the good trees out and left a mess. So that thing will even tear up the logs and sticks that we've just slowly been picking up day after day. So we'll see how it turns out, but we'll do another section when we get down to where Emily's butterfly garden is going to be. This is the angle from the other side that our guy's currently mulching all that dog fennel and down stuff from. It's kind of a before shot, service gate over there. We'll come back and do an after shot of what this looks like. Again, that's all dog fennel. Over here around the pond. Peninsula. Back over there, there's more dog fennel. So he's going to try and clean that out. Eventually he's going down over here where the live oaks are at, and going around the live oaks and getting that cleared up so then we can start that butterfly garden. Skipping forward to the afternoon, we're down here near the live oaks. Down here near the live oaks where Emily's going to do her butterfly garden. All this growth is really from the past, I don't know, probably 8 months. When we bought it, most of this wasn't here. They left some of the little trees, the brushes, things like that. But the guys down here with the forestry mulcher, cleaning all this up around here. But everything you see that's now flat and ground up used to look just like that. Just saying that this thing can easily take down a 6 to 8 inch tree, which is, I paused a few minutes ago. It's really cool to watch it. Fast forward about an hour and a half. This is what Emily's butterfly garden area now looks like after the forestry mulcher has done its thing. It's like Wes showed up. Must have got off work early. That's our neighbor Wes, I think, pulling in. Again, here we are now that he's kind of gone through this area. He's only got a few little spots left to hit there in the back. If he's got enough time, he's going to cut us a trail going down to the creek. It's a branch of Lloyd Creek, but we've never really seen the branch of Lloyd Creek because it got too thick back there in the middle of summer. So in the fall we can get back there, but if he cuts a path going back there to the creek, we'll finally be able to see what in the world it looks like back there. So he said give him a half an hour of freedom and do what he normally does and see what he can come up with. Jumping ahead a couple days later, our guy finally cleared all this stuff with the forestry mulcher. So looking this way, the weeds and things started back in here, all that dog fennel. So my finger's kind of blocking or what was the old view, and now that's the new view. The people we bought the property from, obviously they cleared all this, removed all the trees, and removed the trees they wanted. You can see these really big ruts from where one, they either tried to dig up a tree stump or they just, with their machine, just dug a ditch. So those will have to be filled in a little bit. I think some of these pines will need to be thinned out a little bit. But even though we didn't get anything from Hurricane Ian, tropical storm would probably cause a bunch of these to snap and break anyways, but see what Mother Nature does first, and then we can thin out some of the other stuff that just really doesn't serve much of a purpose, kind of like that guy where it's got two pine trees growing side by side, so they're just kind of competing for the nutrients in the soil. Walking over this way, again you can see where there's grass and where there's dirt. The dirt's where I box bladed. The grass is where we used to have all that dog fennel. The forestry mulcher was nice enough that it hit a big log of what we know as fat wood, or what we call fat wood. That's kind of your fire starter wood. And it pretty much just shattered all through here. So I've got a Homer bucket from Home Depot that's now full of fat wood, so we shouldn't have to buy fat wood or fire starter wood for quite a while. Looking back this way towards the normal entrance where the house will be, getting rid of all that dog fennel, all the sticks and logs and stuff that the company left behind before we bought it. This makes a huge difference. Moving down to the south side of the property, that's where we kind of staged everything for the hurricane if it came up this way. None of these trees would hit it, but you can now see where Emily's butterfly garden is gonna go. Somewhere back in there. The forestry mulcher was able to get right up to the trees, get rid of all that scrubby stuff all around it, kind of surface grind any of the tree stumps. So now it's just a large kind of open area. It looks really nice with all these live oaks. It's mainly live oaks. There's some magnolias in there. think there might be a couple water oaks, but I think for the most part those are all live oaks, which are the only live oaks that the people that we bought it from left on the property. So, well, besides the massive one up there that we'll see if he gets better, but it's one of our better, bigger ones. This guy down here, we're gonna have to trim him up. The neat thing with this guy is that there is a magnolia tree growing up kind of in between the branches, inside of it, whatever. And that's gonna kind of be the center of Emily's butterfly area. So by getting rid of all this stuff, again, we can see where our ruts are, where the holes are, where we got to fill in. Make it a little easier to maintain this. But for the most part, we'll probably let Mother Nature do its thing. Plant some grass, a bunch of wildflowers. Keep you posted. I'm gonna say the cliche thing because I didn't understand how this works. Those of you watching the video want to keep up with our progress. I guess you subscribe to the channel. I guess officially we now have a channel. Hit the like button, whatever, and you get notifications on your phone when we post a new video versus me sending you a text to the link. So again, if you hit the subscribe button on YouTube for the video, the phone itself or your computer or email or however it works will notify you when we put up a new video. Keep you posted.